Alrighty, hello and welcome to Dingoes Ate My Podcast Season 2. This week we're discussing the episode of Angel entitled The Prodigal. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
Alrighty, this episode originally aired February 22nd, 2000. Ah, crap. So, Dave, number one movie in America this week.
Hmm. This week. Nothing immediately coming up from my memory. Then with what was popular at the time, what I can recall.
I can almost guarantee you won't remember this movie.
Hmm. Yeah, nothing's coming immediately to mind.
It's a movie called The Whole Nine Yards. I think it was the same as last week. You don't remember it.
Ah, okay.
I can pretty much guarantee. Okay, number one song in America this week.
Hmm. Music. No, I think that was a couple of weeks ago that was that particular song with Mariah Carey, I think it was. Um, that one's there. No, nothing I can recall around that time.
So it's a song called I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden.
Ah, that was it.
Yes, it was top song for 3 weeks, lost for a week, and then came back for a week.
Oh, there you go.
And for video games, well, here's the thing: there's no notable releases for this week.
Not too surprising. There has to be a dry spell at some particular point, I suppose.
Yes, and this appears to be it. Also, for viewership for this episode, it was oh crap, 1 second. The Prodigal 5.45 million viewers. Alrighty. So, uh, in an effort to kind of streamline this, I'm going to separate the two timelines because there's the 1700 stuff and then there's the quote unquote modern day stuff. So I'm going to try to keep
Yes,
it as simple as possible.
there's the story going on, and then there's the flashbacks to the past.
Yes, and we're going to quickly go over the flashbacks first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, basically, we get a bunch of flashbacks to 1753 in Ireland. Basically, all we get is that Angel gets turned by Darla, and then Angel murders his entire family. And
Yeah,
potentially the entire village.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
So, I'm not sure if this had come up in Buffy or not, but were you aware that Darla's the one who sired Angel?
I don't think specifically, no.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if that had been brought up yet or if that was new information now, because I'm like, oh, I knew it, but I don't know if that was just. Anyway. Okay. So, we start off in the present with Angel fighting a demon that is dressed like a homeless person on the train tracks, right in front of a train in an LA subway tunnel. Detective Kate Lockley arrives at the subway. An officer catches her up on what happened, but basically has no information because, you know, there's a demon involved and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, weird sort of scene, weird circumstances. Not a typical case.
Yes. So Angel ends up killing the demon, and Kate is a little perturbed about the whole demon thing. She's not sure exactly how to handle this because she's just kind of started to learn about, the otherworldly aspects.
Yeah, just all the information that she does kind of have on Angelus and all the other particular stuff.
And the tiny amounts of murder he may have committed.
Yeah.
So Angel walks her back to the train platform, and we see Kate's father is there for some reason. He says he's there to check on Kate, but we will find out later that that's not entirely true.
Mm.
One of the people in the subway train was a delivery man for the Blue Circle Delivery Company.
Mm.
Okay, so the basic gimmick of the episode is that there is the demon that Angel killed on the subway tracks. They're like a really peaceful, super chill. I think it's called like a balancing demon or something. Like they don't really attack people. They mostly just kind
Yeah,
of,
no.
yeah.
Hmm.
He attacked this train load of people because there's this like demon like fucking PCP that he was
Yeah,
on.
some sort of substance.
Yeah, that makes like these peaceful demons become like super powerful and aggressive, and it's like, well, if we put this in the hands of like someone who's already super powerful, they'd be even more and more powerful. So obviously, Angel and the team have to stop this demon drug ring that Kate's father is. I wouldn't say unwittingly, but he's definitely he's using his contacts in the police department to kind of like make it easier for them to run these drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not
For
necessarily aware of like the supernatural element, but he definitely knows that there's something shady going on.
yeah.
Uh, Kate's father is eventually killed in his apartment, while Angel is forced to stand and watch because her father will not invite Angel in. So the two vampires that
Vampire rules.
he's working with like kill him, and Kate is very obviously she comes moments after he dies and is obviously quite upset because her father just had his throat ripped out.
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, also during the episode, there's a little like a B story about Cordelia getting a new alarm system for the office that like never works until the very end. That's quite good.
Yes, with cases of, well, we need to put a password in. How about my birthday? It's like, well, I don't know your birthday. Well, if we use it for this, you'll most certainly do. I bought presents.
It's very good.
Hmm.
So Kate turns up to this exotic auto depot, which is where these like demons and folks are running their drugs through. She shoots a bunch of them, and they're all like, "No, that's not going to kill us. That's just minorly inconvenient." She stakes a few vampires. Angel comes in and helps. He stakes a few as well as uses his axe to cut the head off of the head demon.
Mm.
And then that's really about all that happens, I think, in this episode, isn't it?
About, there is the little bit of concern of Kate's father is dead and all the stuff that she had to sort of deal with and the psychological work that she's probably going to have to work through with all this.
Yes, obviously she is rather distraught because, yeah,
Yes.
yes. So, what did you think of this episode?
Definitely works fairly well for the episode. Again, gives a bit more storyline to everything, bit of the story. It's, I suppose, part of it, but it wasn't anything super groundbreaking, especially with what's already kind of happened this season and the other stuff that's kind of going through. But still, it's important for the story, but decent enough for the episode that it's, I wouldn't say it's anything like filler, but it's an important episode, but nah, not too high on the scale.
Yeah, there's some kind of. I mean, there's not even really a lot of overarching story stuff in it. We get a few flashbacks to Ireland, which I guess technically that's. I mean, there's not a whole lot there that I don't. I feel like we didn't know or that we couldn't have already kind of figured out. But yeah, it's a fine episode, and
Hmm.
there are some good moments in it, but it's not incredible.
Yeah, with that, I'm almost kind of wondering, just with the case of either introducing the couple new people to the show, or to fill out or give story to the episode, that they added the additional scenes from the past of how Angel got sired, his deal with all the particular things, to sort of add on to the episode, since maybe the story wasn't really enough to hold the episode by itself.
It could be. I mean, it does. They do kind of like. I guess thematically they kind of do fit together though,
Yeah, I'd say so.
because it is like about Kate losing her father and about Angel killing his. So like there is a thematic link there. But
Yeah.
I kind of agree that they like you didn't really need to do these flashbacks. Like we already knew that Angel had killed all these people, and like, do we really need to see like Darla siring him? I'm like, like it's fine, but it's not really necessary.
Hmm.
Anyway, time to move on to some international titles.
Ooh.
They're not great this week again. So in French, it is quite simple. It is 1753, which is the year that we flash back to Ireland for angels being sired and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And in German, it translates as paternal love, which again, not a great title.
Hmm. Yeah, just kind of hits things on the nose.
Yeah, they haven't been nearly as fun as the Buffy ones.
Yeah.
The Buffy, they had some great friggin' international titles for that show. Anyway,
Hmm.
if you have nothing else to add about this episode, Dave, next week we'll be discussing the episode The Ring. Unfortunately, not Ring King. In this episode, Angel is captured and enslaved in a fighting club in which demons must fight to the death to win freedom. Meanwhile, Cordelia Chase and Wesley race to find him.
One particular ring, but then it also makes sense with this particular ring.
There's going to be nonsense. It's it's a fun episode, I will say that. So,
All right.
until next time, I'm Paul.
And I'm Dave.